Egypt, 2560 BCE, 20 years before the Great Pyramid stands complete. A lone architect named Imhotep walks the desert at dawn, carrying scrolls filled with impossible calculations. At the river's edge, he performs an ancient ritual and whispers words that will become prophecy. Water becomes stone. Stone becomes sky.
In the royal palace, Pharaoh Khufu is haunted by a dream, a mountain of white limestone rising higher than anything ever built. 2 million stones, each heavier than 50 men. The architects before Imhotep called it impossible. Khufu gives him 1 month to prove them wrong.
Imhotep's workshop drowns in failed calculations. His daughter Merit sees the flaw. The angle is too precise to achieve at such massive scale. But Imhotep realizes something. Perfection isn't about the destination. What if the pyramid builds itself, he asks, stone by stone, each layer teaching us what the next requires. At the Tura quarries, master stonecutter Kenti has split 1 million blocks in his lifetime. When Merit shows him a new technique, listening to the stone's grain, finding where it wants to break, he's skeptical, until one perfect strike splits the limestone clean. After 30 years, Kenti sees his craft with new eyes. The stone doesn't resist, it collaborates. At night, by the Nile, Chief Engineer Hemiyunu faces the challenge of raising massive granite blocks. Imhotep proposes using canals and the Nile's floods to float the stones instead of lifting them, turning the river into the key solution to an otherwise impossible task. They come from across Egypt, not slaves, but farmers and craftsmen seeking something greater than themselves. Foreman Seneb addresses thousands. We are builders. Our names will be written inside. Our children's children will say, "My ancestor built the horizon of Khufu." They roar their approval. They believe. The passage describes the ceremonial placement of the first massive stone on a perfectly aligned foundation, marking the emotional and triumphant beginning of an enormous construction project, with nearly 2 million stones still to be laid. The pyramid rises, meters by meters, as workers use a hidden internal spiral ramp to haul stones upward. Once construction is complete, the ramps are sealed, leaving the building method a permanent mystery, locked within the pyramid. A sudden storm floods the ramps and shakes the workers' faith. But Imhotep restores their resolve by declaring the pyramid a symbol of human potential, not divine opposition. Inspired, the exhausted workers persevere and continue building despite the hardship. After 20 years of labor, Imhotep, now with gray hair, standing with Merit, the final gold-plated capstone is placed atop the pyramid. Though Pharaoh Khufu never lived to see it finished, Imhotep declares the monument is for future generations, those who will marvel at it and wonder how it was built. The pyramid stands complete as a timeless symbol of human achievement. Workers seal the internal ramps inside the Grand Gallery, erasing all evidence of how the pyramid was built. The methods, precision, manpower, and ingenuity are deliberately hidden, leaving future generations with mystery, awe, and endless questions about how ordinary people achieved the impossible. The Great Pyramid stands today, 45 centuries later. Tourists walk its base. Scholars measure its angles. Scientists debate its construction. But no one truly knows. The builders kept their secret. And in that mystery, we find the most human truth. Some questions are meant to inspire, not to be solved.